it's your boys in IMJ, we shut it down, man. A comic book look invading your town. Keep it comics, and let the beer flow. Be so global, since our premiere show. Riverdale Studios on fire, we don't know where to park. Technology and brews, it's like we're rolling out like Tony Stark. Skyler, Tom, and John, we the bestest. Swag so villainous, so please arrest us.
After you.
Welcome to A Comic Book Look, everybody. This is about issue 93 or so. Who fucking knows?
I have no idea what's going on.
But anyway,
mathematical equations.
Exactly. Because we're so far behind, Wolverine came out when we're taping this only a few weeks ago, but when you're seeing this, it's going to be an old movie to you. Anyway, we are going to be reviewing the show, our movie, The Wolverine.
Talk some books.
Normally, this is a comic book look. Where we talk about everything relating to comics and
anything and everything.
Because it's relating to comics, this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes,
and this
John
is
has
a
books.
sexy episode.
John has books to talk about.
I think what we're going to do is going to go from right now. We're just going to say we're going to forego all spoiler alerts because it's old news by this point.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it and you're a big fan of our show, I mean,
you know the drill.
I'm going to get it spoiled for me a little bit because, full disclosure, have not gone and seen it yet.
Yes.
Haven't made the time for that. Been pretty busy since it came out. So,
yeah.
Things happen, but I'm here as your favorite punch-up artist.
That's right. There you go.
Making things spicy.
So, as I didn't say in the beginning, we have the legendary John Runyan, the legendary Skyler Bolks, and the semi-legendary Tommy Devine.
There can only be one Tommy
The
D.
slightly less legendary.
Yes. I mean, I'm not these guys. But
Often
anyway,
imitated, never duplicated.
But yes, a comic book club, and so we're going to talk about Wolverine. And how we normally do this is kind of we give the synopsis of what's going down.
Wait. Can we get like a sound effect for what I'm about to do?
Yeah,
please.
Let's do it. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh fuck! I suck at this. Hold up. I got this. He likes to. Just so you guys, in case you didn't know,
Galactus and I will eat everything.
Galactus bottle opener, you guys, he cleans up after himself. So when he shatters your world, he's like, "Hey, well, I got your back. I got the garbage, so that way you don't piss your host off."
Yeah.
Right. Good
Yeah,
party
right.
animal.
For when you need to devour a world in a bottle.
Yeah.
The
Why not
Galactus
reach
bottle
for your
opener.
Galactus bottle
Oh,
opener?
I
Yeah,
thought
maybe
it
do
would
it
work
the
in
other
the
way.
opposite. I thought maybe it would work better in the opposite direction.
I'll teach Skyler how to open a beer next episode. But this episode, the
Talking about
Wolverine.
opening beers. If you need a
So-
wedding bartender, give me a call.
Oh yeah.
Well, anyway, as Skyler said, me and John have seen it. We saw it separately.
Mhm.
What's going down right now is that a comic book
fighting.
look is
We're fighting.
yeah, we don't really like each other.
Right.
But actually, that's not true at all.
No.
I happen to have a baby, and it's fucking shit up. And
Dude,
you guys know
it's getting better.
It's
just
getting way better. It's getting
just
way
that
better.
time of
Because
year
now,
for a comic book
exactly, he
look.
can sleep through the night.
Yeah.
But also, John started a new job, and
Yeah.
then started another
So,
new
I have
job.
different hours.
You know, and it's different.
Yeah.
We're back to kind of where he started. Where sometimes John has to work really early, where that wasn't the case for a while.
Yeah.
And so we gotta all kind of figure it out because I can't really do it early because I'm a family man.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are still working it out, and it's really becoming back together.
It's-
I feel
yeah.
like now that we're
I think that
yeah,
the
I feel
last
like we're
week's
back on
episode
track.
we did, like the energies back
Yeah.
there, like we're all back on deck. It's a good feeling. It
So,
really
yeah.
is. So.
And so even though we didn't see Wolverine together, we're still back on track. That's just how it goes. Who did you see it with? Did you go?
I went with my cousin.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so I went by myself.
Oh.
And so that's how I roll.
Hey.
And
reviewer, huh?
but I do a lot of movies by myself because I love movies. But anyway, yeah, I went by myself. So do you want me to give the synopsis, John, or do you want to roll through it?
You better do it. In fact, let Skyler do it.
Yeah, I'll run through.
Skyler hasn't seen this.
So what it is it's the Wolverine, and
yeah.
John will take it from there.
Oh.
Okay, so
good call.
we start, and we are like, I think we're in Alaska.
What? That's. Oh yeah, technically
Is
yeah.
that
I was
kinda-
thinking back to Japan flashback, but yeah.
No, but isn't that where it starts?
I guess.
I think.
Sure.
I think. Okay, so Wolverine's
That
just.
wasn't really clear, actually.
I think he's in Alaska. I don't know. Maybe Canada.
That's
Maybe
gonna
he's
be
just
a
back to the
con.
home country. But anyway, Wolverine is from Canada. That's why I say the home country. But he's back, and he's trying to just find escape. He's living in a fucking cave. Yep. He just has booze bottles all around him. He's having these hallucinations of Jean Grey, who he killed in X-Men 3, and he's really feeling guilty. He almost wants to just die to be with her, and he's not a part of the X-Men right now.
That's true.
So it comes in, he is living in the wilderness, and he befriends a bear. And then the bear actually gets killed through...
An actual bear?
Yeah, an actual
So
bear.
I was actually playing the bear.
Yeah, that was John's role. It was a big deal for him, but John did a great job, and he outdid Hugh Jackman in those scenes.
I got shot with a poison arrow.
Yeah, so the bear gets shot with a poison arrow, and Wolverine has to come out of his place because he wants to confront these hunters who killed this bear, shot him with a poison arrow in the back. Which should have never happened. You can't use poison arrows. It's illegal. He takes the arrow that the bear had, and then he goes to the guy. He confronts him in the bar. Everybody's fucking nervous as soon as he walks in. Great scene. The guy is like, "There's no poison on that arrow," and Wolverine's like, "Well, you better hope not." Wham!
Boom. Right you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Then you have nothing to worry about. Yeah. Wham! Right through his fucking arm.
Yeah. Was that the actual sound effect?
I was actually the sound effect guy.
Oh, okay.
So I did the sound effects.
What was the word last time? Waz?
Waz.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Waz. But anyway,
you guys better study up on this road.
You know when Wolverine was sitting in that cave, he's just fucking drinking plenty of whiskey, trying to jack off, having limp whiskey dick, just trying. God, Jean Grey, goddamn you!
My healing factor's not working.
He rubbed it just raw and just.
My recovery is slowed.
Probably a clock coming out of that too.
But anyway, so he gets confronted at this bar. This mysterious person who is the redhead who has can see the future. Is she an X-Men? Do you know any of her?
I don't know anything about it.
Okay, first of all, I think she's a made-up character. You guys can correct us.
The proper tense would be X-Man.
X-woman.
X-woman.
X-person.
Or is she a mutant in the Marvel? I meant, is she a mutant in the Marvel?
I've never heard of her.
I've never heard of her at all. So they have this made-up character.
Fuck?
So this made-up character who kind of recruits him and says, hooks him up with a phone call to a person that we get a flashback scene where in World War II, an atomic bomb goes off and Wolverine saves a Japanese soldier. Yep. He becomes a technology giant and a rich millionaire. He's about to die and he wants to say goodbye to Logan. So Logan gets kind of tricked into going to Japan. Yeah. And then when he's in Japan, that guy says, I want to have your healing factor. I don't want to die. Yeah. And you don't want your healing factor because you want to die sometime to be with Jean Grey. Right. And I mean, he doesn't say Jean Grey, but that's just kind of the underlying thing because Jean Grey keeps on popping up. But the actress who plays Jean Grey is so fucking hot, the mom from Taken, and her titties are kind of falling out the whole time.
Yeah. So it's you kind of want to die to be with her.
Yeah, it's kind of you understand it. You're like. If she was coming to my dreams every night, I would want to.
Oh, you know what? Living potentially forever, or dying to be
get laid.
Potentially, maybe who knows, with someone that you were with before. Yeah. I don't know, Wolvie. I feel like you played the wrong hand on this one.
So anyway, he doesn't want to die though, but he tells him no. He goes, "No, you don't want this. I'm not going to give this curse to anybody." And that was curse. I'm going to stop right here and say, this is the big problem I was having with this movie going in. Right. I was like, first of all, I do not want to see a movie where Wolverine doesn't want his powers. That is fucking bullshit. Mm-hmm. Okay,
if he doesn't watching a movie all about Batman doesn't.
It's like Fall Out Boy meets Wolverine.
And if he doesn't have his healing powers,
it's like the Amazing Spider-Man.
Right. Yeah.
If he doesn't have his healing powers, first of all, the metal that's covering his bones is going to fuck with the rest of his body, and he will die right away. Right. Because you can't have metal bones. The only reason that he can have the metal bones is because of the healing factor. Right. So this is he tells him that, and right here I get on board. Because he says, no, you can't have them. And I'm like, thank you. This isn't one where Wolverine's
But the previous made it look like he was
he was a sad son. He's like, I'm going to take my fucking powers. I don't want them.
The ass of the
Thank God
this was the reason I kind of I wasn't so excited about seeing the movie. Because it was just this whole thing about Wolverine, nah, take my powers. Because I don't want them. I want to die someday.
I'm a pussy. I fucking.
At least
suck
it
dick
wasn't
for Kyle."
Bicentennial Man where it took 3.5 hours to get to the point where he's like, I just want to die.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so
Do you
right
think
there,
he should have done his hair like Spider-Man and Spider-Man
No.
3?
because he has a big beard at first,
The swoosh.
and I love that he has to get bathed, and they're like.
I'm sorry, go on.
But anyway, there's a part where he gets brought to Japan. He stays in this place. He tells him he doesn't want his powers. They have to clean him before he goes.
Which
to meet
was
the guy.
the best scene ever.
Yeah. So they have like these people, these Asian
Old
women trying to like with
Clean.
fucking 3 feet scrubs trying to scrub him down. He's like trying to fight him off.
That's awesome.
They're trying to come. He's like, I can handle this part. And then so he comes out and then he has the colic and the shaved, the 5 o'clock shadow like
He was
John
super
Rock's.
good.
This like I would want to say mini beard,
Right.
you know what I mean, or like
Right.
tight beard that you just look sexy in. Both these guys rock it. God, I wish I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then so this
It's good to
happens.
have facial hair.
And then it so happens that there's a big battle in between
curse.
the family that he came to see, and then like his son and these other people.
Yeah.
Viper becomes a part of it. The worst portrayed Viper that's ever happened. That's
Who
really
the
dumb.
fuck is that character?
Well, I've seen Viper. She's a part of like that Snake crew with Diamondback and stuff.
Is
but
it for real?
she sucks. She has green
Yeah,
hair.
dude.
She doesn't. I mean, she doesn't look like that.
I have never gotten
But
anything out of that.
That's
girl
how
at all.
Wolverine loses her powers, because she gives him like a poison in a
Yeah.
tea, and then he starts to. He doesn't lose his powers ever.
Yeah.
They just become like subtly. He doesn't heal as fast, and he has to face all these guys, and he fucking does some fight scenes, and he gets shot with a bunch of arrows, gets shot with a bunch of
Spent
bullets.
a couple million on that train scene.
Yeah,
That's
that
fucking
but that
I
was
wish
super cool.
Sky, I wish you saw that because it was, but it wasn't.
But it was cool, dude. To be on the scene
The
like
bullet train
It's
was
like
cool,
a shitload of
But
money
what
dumped
was
into
really
one
crazy
5-minute
is
scene.
after
Yeah.
he takes care of the fucking, like, after he takes care of business,
Yeah.
then there's, like, another guy there. You know what I mean? Like, he takes care of that one guy, and then all of a sudden, like, oh, no, I was here the whole time. It's like, dude,
It's
no,
like
you
an
just
old
fought
kung
somebody
fu
for...
movie.
Yeah. So, yeah.
This was the main No, here comes the real master.
So that happens, they fight, he's fighting, there's a bunch of fights. He falls in love, he's,
And this is where Dawkins, the bisexual Wolverine's going to come into play later, so this is good.
Yeah, it is,
In the
because that's
sequel,
his
sure.
baby. Actually, he's a clone, Dawkins is. But anyway...
What?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Dawkins a clone, isn't he?
Biological son of that character, Wolverine.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
True.
I
I promise, I've read Wolverine
I was gonna say,
Origins.
I
Get it
just,
together,
hey,
Tom.
I just tried to say something against Marvel continuity, and that's how quickly John can put me in my place, like this, like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No.
I'm now
If you
going to
want to
love
know
you
how
those
much of a
issues.
continuity master John is, refer to the last
Yeah,
episode,
exactly. He
in
goes,
which we
hey,
had a whole talk
Hey,
about
hey,
one
hey,
extra
Tom!
episode.
No,
You're
no,
wrong.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. No, but it's funny because like when I talk to like Kirk and stuff,
Yeah.
Kirk knows way more than I do.
Yeah.
So when I'm like, oh, that never happened with Silver Surfer. Actually,
Actually.
back in the
It
80s,
did, and
like Kirk
issue
is
7,
yeah, like I get
1973.
schooled so bad by some of the people I talk to, but I
But yeah,
love
you-
that. I'm like,
I
take
was
me to
gonna
church,
say-
please do.
But yeah,
Phil
but
with his Avengers.
I want to
shit,
say from the
okay.
first, watch the first episode and watch now, like John is seriously knows his shit.
Yeah.
First episode, I want to say John did not know his
Especially-
shit.
I watched the X-Men 90s.
Well,
I know
Marvel.
everything.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
I agree, dude. You just correct me wholeheartedly. But anyway, so that happens. They have the big fight.
Yeah.
What it comes down to is Wolverine, like kills these people. These people die. Blah blah blah. The other brother, dies off, gets killed, and
Yeah.
that's like one thing. And then it comes. I'm mulling over this part because these are the parts that I didn't really like that much. And so I'm kind of, it kind of went on longer, and there was like an epic battle with the younger brother, the oldest son of the Wolverine's friend who he saved during World War II during the nuclear
Who
blast.
seemed like a douche.
He was a fucking loser, and his sister is the really cool one,
And then the husband.
and that's who Wolverine
what's her
fucking
name?
has sex with.
Yeah.
So I mean, you don't have the yawn after that. I mean, Wolverine
Wait,
is
what?
banging this shit.
Sex, sure.
You said
It's
sister?
a little like
Yeah, isn't it? It's
his
the
friend's sister. Who hasn't done that?
it's the sister
Of
the guy he fucking saved in World War II.
That's his granddaughter.
Oh, thank you, granddaughter. Not
I was like, what?
Did I say sister?
Yeah, because
Wow,
that dude's like 80, bro.
Dude, I
Like,
totally meant
she don't have a healing.
I totally meant. I
It's
totally
all
meant.
good.
I totally meant
What's
granddaughter.
going on over
Yeah.
here?
Fucking, I don't know. It has something to do with.
I'm sure
Maybe, I don't
Wolverine's
know.
gone out with 80-year-olds. So
Yeah.
knowing him.
But anyway, so blah 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 blah. The family stuff. You know, you'll get
Yeah.
by it. You know, blah. And then the
Waz,
end is
Waz.
jizz, come, skeet. But anyway, what happens is that that's the Howard Stern. That's how he does the jacking off sound. But anyway, you want to hear? This is how it sounds in the Flash. Give somebody a hand job. But anyway, back to this.
Oh my God, no.
It comes back that the Silver Samurai comes up, and you're like, oh, Iron Man won.
Yes. Yep.
Because the Silver Samurai is basically Iron
Fucking
Man
Iron
1,
Man.
except he has adamantium.
And a sword. Two
And a
swords.
sword. And he cuts Wolverine's claws off, so
Which
we
was
get the
intense.
bone claws,
Yeah.
which was, how cool is that, John?
That was dang.
It was.
Yeah.
It was dank as fuck. The bone claws were cool, but then he fucking blah blah blah. They have the fight. Ends up who's running the Silver Samurai after Wolverine cuts his head off?
Surprise.
Surprise, surprise! The guy he saved in World War II. Did I say spoilers? Skyler did.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
we are.
And it was fucking dumb.
It
And
was
at this point,
absolutely
it's
dumb.
like too
We've-
much. But
You know what? You've utilized a whole hell of a lot. I'm sorry to derail, but a whole hell of a lot of the
Jesus.
old Seinfeld yada yada yada, blah blah blah
Blah,
blah.
blah,
blah.
yeah, can you yada 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 sex? Oh, I've yada yada
Yada
yada
yada
sex.
yada yada sex a few times.
But there is a little yada 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 sex, a little yada 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 family troubles, a little yada yada yada.
just
you know, fighting.
Kind of extraneous.
But then it comes to that, and you know, by this point, you're really like, I don't know, I could probably wrap it up better. But it does come to a
Should
good
always
close.
wrap it up.
It does come to a good close. Wolverine's back at it, and fucking, you know, comes out on top. But yeah, so that's the
I'll say he
synopsis.
does.
That was Tom's. Let's see, 13-minute synopsis.
Fuck yourselves.
Let's get a plot summary from IMDb.
Here we go.
In modern-day Japan, Wolverine is out of his depth, and in an unknown world as he faces his ultimate nemesis in a life-or-death battle that will leave him forever changed.
Did you get
Vulnerable
anything from that?
for the first time and pushed to his physical and emotional limits, he confronts not only lethal samurai
No way.
steel,
No.
but also his inner struggle against his own
Fall Out Boy.
immortality. Sorry, emerging more
Skyler's
powerful
learning to read.
than
We're
we
teaching
ever
you.
have seen him before.
Yeah, see, mine was way better. That doesn't even actually tell anything.
It doesn't
about
say anything.
There's
at
no
all.
Waz.
But it was a much shorter summary.
But you know, there's no meat and potatoes or no.
It was all bells and whistles. There's no
Yeah.
substance.
There's no Waz.
And
We need a Waz review. That's what we do here. So let's talk about the Waz
I only
review.
Waz over
Hey,
Nudie magazine.
I got a Waz review for this movie. He was looking good in some of those scenes.
I bet, dude.
Hey,
Dude,
It's a serious Waz review.
like seriously, so much that I was like thinking about
You're
putting a
probably
cock
like-
in my mouth. That's how close I was.
Good.
I mean, that's how good looking
Hugh
Hugh
Jackman
Jackman was.
first of all, he does a mean Wolverine.
Oh,
all in all,
No,
right?
no,
But then
no.
you
This is
combine
what
that
it comes
with
down
shirtless
to. No
scenes.
matter how bad all the movies are that
Right.
he plays
Right.
Wolverine in,
Right.
he is the best
Yeah.
fucking Wolverine ever.
Ever.
Nobody could be better than
Yeah.
him.
He looked like a Wolverine before he ever played
Yeah,
Wolverine.
exactly.
You know,
Right.
He's perfect.
Exactly.
He's
Yes.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
But-
He sings, he dances, he does Broadway, he does super action,
That's
he does
my kind of
he
Wolverine.
does crazy
That's
drama, Oscar winning, and then he does Wolverine. It's dude, the dude is the man.
that's something that seriously derailed me the first time. Like,
But
this is the guy playing Wolverine, and these are some of the things he's been in before. You know, and you go check on IMDb or something. You see like all of this like musical theater and stuff, like all of the roles he's played before, and it's like this guy has been prancing around
But
in
no.
a unitard
You know what
for
this?
years, and he is better than any
Exactly.
hard ass could ever play.
He's
Wolverine.
super strong. He
There's
does all these
no-
crazy things,
yeah.
and you know what he does? He just slays pussy.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I mean,
Pussy Slayer.
Exactly, dude. Think of the fucking pussy he slayed as a dancer.
The
Think of the pussy he slayed
destroyer.
in Australia.
Cooch moocher.
Think of the pussy
Yeah.
he slayed as an action star. Dude, this dude has just
The
been
cooch
slaying
poacher,
pussy
maybe.
for fucking eons.
Pussy.
But I love him,
Pinky
dude.
up.
And that's what I'm saying, dude. I would take a fucking shot to the mouth with fucking him.
Shot
And-
to the mouth.
And you're to blame, baby. Spread it across my chest.
Oh, what?
And
What?
give me a
Who
bad,
said
or
that?
call me a
What?
bad
Who said
name.
that? Oh, shit.
What?
Okay.
You guys, seriously.
Sorry, I was trying to act as John for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Hugh Jackman in this movie, you guys, he had a body that won't quit.
But
All
no.
right.
He still has. He always has. He always.
But let's
will,
focus on the
probably.
story because I think
But I
that's
agree.
what we really give
But-
a shit about. The eye candy's there.
He is good
Right.
as that.
But
Right? Yeah.
the movie had some faults, clearly.
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
not perfect.
Plot
But
holes.
But I talked for 13 minutes, so I
Oh,
really
shit.
just want to hear everything. I want you to just explode on us.
Yeah, and Marvel, as a non-viewer
Dude, you
of
don't have to
this
think dirty
film,
on that, dude. You don't
Hey.
need to wazz on us.
Marvel,
yeah. Oh shit.
a whole new low.
Sky, what were you gonna say?
Again, I don't even know. I got Waz in my face, and I just
Got some on my shades, I think.
my head's full of Waz now. I just
Alright.
can't think straight.
Here, we gotta clean these together sometime. Anyways, what? You guys, seriously, alright. So the movie itself, I went into this with the expectation of, I hope this doesn't suck. I hope, I'm hoping. And
Because Marvel movies are classically full of plot holes. and-
no, because of the last Wolverine.
Sure.
That's what I went in on, right?
Oh, sure.
So I was just kind of
Worst
like,
movie ever.
it left a
Forgot
bad
that was a
taste
movie.
in my mouth.
It did. Well,
Yeah.
there
It left
it
a
is,
bad
boys.
taste.
He fucking spoot.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
totally, man.
Yeah.
Because
it was
you
a
want
lot.
to forget about that movie.
Yeah.
Lumberjack, missing memories, fucking
Deadpool, not with a mouth. What?
No, wrong Deadpool, jumping,
Not a
take Wolverine
real
versus
Deadpool.
helicopters. I mean, all of it's just ridiculous.
Stupid. So this movie, I kind of went into it with this closed heart,
Ugh.
like barbed wire around my heart, kind of thing. I was like, this is
giving me
gonna
a gross
fucking
feeling.
suck. But there were some strong points to it. One of which was how sexually appealing he was as a character. I'll be honest with you, but
Given.
it was
That's a given.
beyond that. I personally did not get anything out of it for continuity's sake because of the redhead.
Wow.
Who the fuck are you? I see the future. The only person that sees the future in Marvel U is that old chick that hangs out with Mystique in the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
I don't know.
I don't
It's
even
not
know,
the same
like,
person.
Yeah,
And Xavier,
not.
who can't really see the future,
Yeah,
but
he just
can
reads people.
feel.
yeah.
But dude,
yeah.
It's vibes.
Dude, I did not. This is blowing my mind because I thought you were gonna love it.
What?
I
Why?
thought
His shirt was off?
No,
I
no,
love
no.
that.
No, not at all.
That's all I love.
Because I have never seen. This is by far the best Wolverine movie. I mean, it's
Yeah,
way
but
better
that's
than
winning the
other
Special Olympics.
That's true.
I'm sorry, but it's the first one was not good. Like, it was
You
not
can
good.
jump over hurdles
Yeah.
better. Than
And I'm sorry if that
some of those
offended
crutches.
anyone. I take it back. Whatever.
Dude, I
but
already
you guys
got-
know, like, they set the bar. I'll rephrase. Let me rephrase. I'll retract the previous statement. They set the bar super fucking low for the first Wolverine movie, which we were all super bummed about.
But we haven't had Hugh Jackman in a Wolverine movie since the cameo in First Class when he just said
Yeah.
"fuck you,"
Yeah, which was probably the best role he's ever
Well,
played in the X-Men line, in my
yeah.
opinion.
and it was just a great scene.
hmm
But
I don't
yes,
know,
okay,
the first X-Men movie
So-
was bomb.
What did I like about it?
yeah. So you didn't, but overall, so you didn't like the movie.
No.
Now I want specifics.
Yeah.
Likes and dislikes. Hit it up.
The likes?
So you already covered likes.
Yeah.
You already covered his likes, his looks.
Yeah. That's
Anything
it.
else?
That's
Okay,
it.
now dislikes.
The Silver Samurai scene, I was super disappointed in.
Did you think
because-
Iron Man 1 like me?
Exactly. But for me, I want to read the comics where Silver Samurai first appears so we can get more familiar with the character, because that's my drive. Like,
Yeah.
I want to get familiar with the character, because he's in the fucking video game.
Yeah.
He is, in and out of comics. I have not read anything where he's formally in it. And
Yeah.
I would love the opportunity to read that, because I know the character only based on, like, trading cards and maybe, like, an episode of X-Men 90s.
Yep.
But
Right.
this was the worst rendition, 30-second cameo. They gave Silver Samurai not only the Venom treatment from Spider-Man 3, but they turned it into a fucking Iron Man parody with an Asian zing on top. Like Buffalo Wild Wing sauce all over an Iron Man suit. that's what you did to me, and that's how you treated that character, and it was so disrespectful. I'm disappointed.
Buffalo Wild Wing sauce.
How about let's go
motherfuckers.
with Skyler's most recent famous cayenne pepper hot sauce.
Yeah. But that would have probably been better,
Yeah.
It probably
Right?
would have been.
Exactly,
Right.
that's
So
not
let's
the same.
not go with
Let's
that.
go with
Okay.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yes.
right?
But the thing about it is
Do you know what I'm talking about, though? Like, it
I
was
do
not
understand,
good.
but this is what I loved about it. Okay, I go in.
Shit.
I'm going to hate this movie.
Mhm.
I hate all Fox X-Men stuff. First Class, I love Magneto Nazi hunting. Everything else I don't like.
That was the best rendition.
Yep. And
ever.
so there's a lot of things that like I can pick and choose. This one I know I'm gonna hate. Simple as that.
Yeah.
But what I do at that point is I remove myself.
Yeah.
And then I watch this as a movie. And if I take this straight as an Asian film,
Oh, you mean
okay,
You mean remove yourself from
the comic book.
from your prejudice,
Yeah.
not find a happy place.
No.
Okay, I was-
Remove myself by like smoking some weed and fucking getting rid of all the pretentious feelings I have towards the X-Men and Wolverine. I'm coming into this as a film.
Milkweed.
Milkweed. Yep, exactly. Because at a comic book look, we are against drugs.
Look at that.
And,
That out, seriously.
No, we're
What
not.
just happened over here, man?
We're not cutting that out. Dude. I have no problem. It's legal in 2 states now.
Oh, shit.
Two.
Ours soon, hopefully. Anyway, so dude, we did not stop. Who cares? Anybody? I do not care. Anyway, so what happened?
Sober up in the morning.
Chop.
Are you
Bring
gonna
back.
edit this shit
No, we're
out?
not
Here we go.
editing this out.
Sky,
We're
you
not
gotta
editing
edit this out, dude. Oh my
Anyway,
God.
okay,
Alright,
I'll say it
whatever.
again. I smoke weed, and what happened is, so I go to this movie. I clear my head of my pretentiousness of what's going on, and I watch it as a film.
With some
I'm-
legal adult beverages.
I'm by myself. No, I didn't have any beverages. I'm just by myself. I sneak in a bottle of water, and I watch this movie. And I leave myself from the Marvel Universe, and I see a great Asian film. First of all, you have excellent Asian actors. They don't fucking try to Johnny Depp up somebody into being Asian when they're not. They have excellent actors that are used to being in Japanese and Chinese movies, and it's perfect in that sense. You have great actors in that way. Everybody else, as soon as you get to Japan, is Japanese.
So you're saying it's not like A Last Samurai with Brad Pitt?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not a Last
God.
Samurai with Brad Pitt. It's
Whoever
not
played
You
that.
Three Tended Yuma. It's not fucking The
Yeah.
Lone Ranger. It's not like every
Right.
single fucking Hollywood movie that's so shitty. So you get your mind into this, and then you start going, you know what? I watch shit ton of these movies on fucking Netflix. I fucking love kung fu movies. I love IP Man. I love, like there's
Like
tons
old
of them.
westerns
Yeah,
and
exactly.
shit,
So then all of a sudden I'm actually liking this. Okay, so we get Wolverine thrown in this, but it's actually really cutting good speed. And then all of a sudden Wolverine says, "No, you can't have my powers." And I go, "Well, shit, dude, the fucking trailers are off because Wolverine doesn't want to lose his powers. He just
Trailers are
he
always
does."
on, so yeah.
And then you get the Viper going in there. She looks really shitty, but it doesn't matter. I'm with it at that point. And so we go into it, and then Wolverine loses his powers, but he's still fucking killing people like crazy. And, like, he goes berserker mode where he kills, like, fucking 35 people. And so, like, I'm really liking these parts. And then we get into a monotonous thing. And I get pulled out. And it's like,
Berserkers were originally from Viking Swedish sect. That before they went into battle, they would eat magic mushrooms and go
I love
insane.
Skyler
Really?
for this
Yeah.
reason.
Nice. Well, yeah,
He knows
exactly.
his-
This is what he
They
does,
were,
though.
They were written to have chopped off more than 4 people's heads in one swing of the axe. But it was also a big kind of a
But a comic book look says, drugs are bad, okay?
drugs are
And,
bad.
okay. Magical mushrooms will make you
And
a
yeah,
berserker.
exactly why the berserkers, even their own soldiers, would stay at least 100 feet away from them because they would kill anything they saw, even their own soldiers.
But
didn't
it makes
matter.
perfect
and
sense.
that's why drugs are bad.
Okay.
Okay.
And so it goes right into this show, though, as in, because they fucking kill tons of people. But because it's PG-13, you can't see, like, a lot of blood and stuff.
Yeah.
But he has the claws out, and he's just fucking dominating hoes, like, left and right.
That's true.
And so, but it becomes really clear.
Las Vegas Boulevard.
Yep. And then he falls in love. Yeah, he is.
Just trying to.
He falls in love
as hard as I can.
He falls in love with the
mother of
granddaughter.
Duncan, bisexual.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Julia Roberts.
He falls in love with the granddaughter, and she kind of falls in love with him, and she tells him the story of how who she was supposed to marry, and this guy's a fucking. He walks in, and,
dude.
you know, there's a point where they walk in, and he's cheating on her, and fucking Wolverine just wants
with
to fucking kill him.
2 prostitutes.
Yeah, dude. Which I mean, props to the guy. I mean, he's fucking bitches madly. I mean, you know, he's fucking pounding the pussy.
So,
But
it's
a whole nother thing when you gotta go pick him up on.
Exactly. So he should have no problem giving her away to Wolverine or whatever. But and then the brother's like,
really
"You're so smart." It's the uncle of the granddaughter. So it's like, you're so smart. It skips generations. That's why he always wants to give everything to you. He doesn't want to give the company to me, because the whole thing is, when he dies, he's giving the company to the granddaughter instead of giving it to the uncle or his son.
Yeah.
And so then they're like, sad about that. He's all sad about that and butthurt. Yeah. And so because of that, he wants to try. He tries to kill the daughter. At one point, the granddaughter tries to commit suicide, and Wolverine saves her. That's a little, out of character and ridiculous, but all part of the Fox Marvel universe.
Right.
And
Fall Boy.
Bring as many emotions into it as possible.
Emo. So, but then that at this point, that's where everything that I liked, all that momentum I had of going really awesome, I really kind of lose it. Because it's just not as cool.
Right, when
all this family drama and stuff like that, and I'm thinking about the old Chris Claremont Wolverine story, and it's still different, but close enough, but it's brought into modern times, and what time frame is this, and if all the Wolverine, or if all the X-Men movies have happened, I mean, Wolverine's not with the X-Men right now? Right. What's happening with them? And, it brings up all these questions that they're never going to answer, and... Until... No, they're not, because even with Days of Future Past, they're not going to...
Yeah, no, it'll go on beyond what's happening now. Yeah,
how many...
The Spider-Man movies and stuff like that are all afterwards,
How many Wolverine, regular...
IMJ Nation, IMJ Nation, IMJ Nation, IMJ Nation, IMJ Nation.
And now for something we hope you'll really enjoy.
Ratings. So, okay, we may have cut out, we may have not have, but we cut ourselves short because we were just rambling too much. And we need to get to the fucking ratings, okay?
Meat and potatoes.
So, I'm just going to recap, because sometimes we don't recap and we just tell them what our ratings are. So, first of all, recap here. Rating systems with a comic book look is very special. Yeah. We do a rating system not on 1 to 10, not on stars. At a comic book look, we drink beer. And when we drink beer, and we're drinking the dank shit, it happens to come...
tonight, for instance.
Exactly.
The hop
Because
juice.
John brought the hoppiness of hopness. Yeah. And so John's repping. We got Mitch Gerard from Activities Cards on top. But this is a 6-pack, and that's what we go off of. So we say, is it 1 out of 6? Is it 6 out of 6? And if something's really crazy, John's been known to give a keg or a 12-pack.
Right, if it's exceptional.
And I have been known to give a 6-pack on occasion, if it's really good. But I normally never give a 6-pack. But this is how we rate it.
I think you've thrown a keg.
I throw a keg maybe with... I think with Happy, was it Happy or some Grant Morrison I did throw a keg. Yeah. But anyway, our rating is 1 to 6 beers. And in Wolverine, I'm going to go with the ratings first, John. Is that cool with you?
That's totally cool with me.
How are you feeling?
Great.
Okay. So, ratings 1 to 6. Wolverine, I said, I love the cast that went with it. I loved how it became an Asian movie. It lost me in the middle, and towards the end, didn't like the Silver Samurai. I'm going to give it a straight 4 out of 6 beers. That is a decent rating. Okay, guys? So, 4 out of 6 beers. And because, you know what, I still suggest you see it. It's Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, looking good as hell, and fighting people. You get to see the bone claws. So all the other stuff, it just happens. Because I want to, stick with me, people. We read Marvel comic books, and there's so many outlandish things that happen. So if some outlandish things happen in this movie and there's new characters, whatever, I can still enjoy it for what it is and give it the 4 out of 6. Thank you very much. Tom Devine, comic book look.
Here we go for the debate.
Sign it out.
Oh my god. Alright, well, you guys, as you know, Tom and I never agree on anything. So, I actually strongly disagree with that rating. And,
Strongly.
Strongly. Basically, I really was pissed off at the Silver Samurai.
Silver Surfer. That's how much John cares
I'm sorry.
about this.
I'm sorry, I care. Because Galactus, hey.
John's just got Marvel bottle openers on the mind.
On the mind, that's all I give a shit about. No, but I really care about this bottle opener more than I do the movie, for starters. I just wanted to throw that out there. 2, Hugh Jackman's body won't quit. It won't quit.
One of these out?
Yep, you can take at least one of them out. But, you guys, seriously, for hairy-chested men, there's plenty of stuff online for that, right? So,
I assume I haven't checked hairy chested men, but I have checked natural big tits, and there's tons.
Yeah. So same idea. Yeah. All natural. Yeah.
I think we've all done our fair share of porn research.
Yeah.
But
that's my favorite. Natural.
Shout out to superhero porn, by the way.
Hangers.
It's awesome. Anyways, I'm not even gonna go there. But let's talk about Wolverine.
Yeah. No more Blumpkin talk. Let's go.
Mainstream. Body won't quit. He banged the chick. Bisexual. Dawkins on his way.
Which you love. Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. The baby pops out with a tribal tattoo.
I'm down with bisexual stuff if Hugh Jackman's in the room.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
As in, let John...
I can do that because...
Tom gets
guess
an
what?
autograph.
Wife never watches the show. Never read even a comic book before.
So anyways.
This week she'll say, Tom, I want to support you. I'm going to watch this week's show.
She'll make it to the opening and...
Welcome to a comic book. This was a good show.
My dad fell asleep when he was watching one of our earliest episodes. He was like, I fell asleep, honestly. I'm like, oh, all right. Anyways,
you tried.
Cool. You've been on the show, Dad, so that's totally awesome.
Exactly,
Whatever,
dude.
Yeah.
I've fallen asleep on the show before.
Mr. Runyan in the cut.
But seriously, like Wolverine, body won't quit, whatever. But I mean, this is not the Bunny Ranch. This is an attempt of a superhero rendition that was just done poorly, just like the last one. I thought that the Asian stuff was actually really neat. But with that, we're gonna have to take yet another one out and give it a 2 because you might as well just bury Deadpool at this point. He's not coming back on the big screen. Never. 2 out of 6 beers is my rating for the movie. Do I recommend you go see it? Yes. Well, right. Go see it, but have an informed opinion for fuck's sake. I hate these fucks that go see this movie and they're like, it's the best shit ever. The makeup scene was super bomb. The train type scene was so cool. It's like the Matrix. You don't know the first thing about the character.
No, that is the worst way.
How we look at it. Yep. And that's how 98% of these people that go see it are going to be like.
I don't like you keep talking down because I feel like I rated it too high when you keep on saying these things.
I'm sorry.
But no, you're kind of right in a lot of these ways.
Well, Tom,
it's like the Iron Patriot. People just don't get it.
But what it comes down to what it also comes down to is
nobody cares.
I took it for a movie that was outside, and John, he can't.
I took it personally.
I was going to say, you can't remove yourself. Well, I mean, you don't have to take it personally. It is personal. Yeah. I mean, this is a big part of your life, is the Marvel continuity.
About 50%.
You almost own.
No, but I mean, I'm being serious.
Story,
just like Image books are to me. I mean, it's the same exact thing. And I feel like, so like I took it out of context, and then...
Or as a Tana movie played by...
I'd kill them. I'd give it 0. I'd give it 0 beers. I'd give it a glass of goddamn ice water. But
or Miller Lite.
I don't think we've ever given it a water or juice. But
I've never thought of that. That's a great idea.
But anyway, I do like that the perspective is that I came in at it differently, and I am not a Marvel guy.
Yeah.
And then I liked it. John is Marvel guy.
John is the Marvel guy.
I'm like particular.
But I was gonna say, very critical Marvel guy. So even though he loves Marvel, John has bashed and burnt and soaked Marvel comics. On occasion. I mean, you guys have seen it. I mean, he's fucking took the Thunderbolts under the fucking gun, man. And
We're
so
gonna have to do that again soon.
yeah. And so anyway,
He's not only
it's
poorly
it's
reviewed,
good to
but
see.
literally destroyed.
But yeah, it is fun to have the difference, and I'm glad that you liked it. So John probably says don't see it. I say go see it when it hits that cheap theater or the drive-in or something like
rainy
that.
day.
You know?
Yeah.
But actually, Elysium's coming out. See Pacific Rim.
Right,
You know, there's
exactly.
way better movies.
Exactly.
Or your local video rental store, if there are even any of those
No, there's
left
not.
anymore.
Blockbuster is bankrupt, dude.
I'm
Redbox.
sure Redbox has bombed them all out. But there
Hey,
are
guess
still,
what?
in some small towns,
I don't know if
there
you guys
are
know,
still
we
video
are an
rental
internet
places.
show. You know how people get their stuff on the internet?
Yeah. For free.
Torrents. So, I mean, I hate
We
to
don't
say that.
advocate
We do not
internet
advocate stealing.
piracy
And
at
you
a
know
comic
what?
book look.
Stealing is not healing.
Oh no.
Don't do drugs, folks.
Hugs
You
my
wouldn't
drunk.
steal a car.
You wouldn't steal a car. Why would you steal somebody's artwork?
You wouldn't steal a purse.
Unless it was Breaking Bad an hour after it was out, because I don't have cable and I'm getting it this Sunday. Yeah!
This is why
And I will be giving it to Skyler, and I'll be giving it to like 85 other people.
Oh,
But yes,
shit.
that doesn't matter, because thank you, Breaking Bad, for coming out. I'm sorry to ruin this Wolverine
This is
thing
all
of
going to be
Breaking Bad.
bleeped over as incriminating evidence.
No, it's not, dude. No, it's not. First of all, nobody watches our show. We're safe.
It'll be
bro.
torrents.
We're safe. But anyway, we gave our ratings. We told you what we
No one
like.
watches-
John, what
The
else do you have to
NSA
say?
watches our show.
John, what else
They
do you
keep
have to
track
say
of
about
everything
comics
you
and
do.
stuff this week?
Totally awesome right now. I did have one thing.
I was gonna say John had one more
thing.
Tom's ready for his special mission, you guys. We talked about this, and you were like,
Special
I don't know how I feel about it. There's this thing on eBay called buying things that I want. But the problem is that I'm actually going after every single one right now.
Ooh.
Because one, I'm handing it to
Aggressive
Tom right
better.
now. One's actually going to Australia. But Tom has opted to make me a custom cover of Dark Avengers #1, drawn on the blank sketch variant. They sell for about 10 to 12 a piece, and I've bought 2 out of the 4 so far that were displayed. So I'm probably going to get the other 2 as well, so I can have my own prints. So this is Tom's mission. This will come back to me whenever he gets it done. He's going to draw me and Norman saving the world, and his Iron Patriot, whatever. You know, like, it's totally up to Tom. I just want a Tom fucking cover on my favorite comic book ever that got me back into comics. And I'm sending one over to Australia to have Darren close to it. I'm gonna get some more and, you know, just fucking go crazy.
You're gonna
with
get
it.
Killaroo with
I'm gonna
the
get-
fucking Dark Avengers.
Oh, I
know.
said just make it awesome.
Derek, please do it. Give Killaroo with Dark Avengers. I'm gonna give straight Dark Avengers, and I will take my time on this, and I'll try to pre-draw it 100 times before I do it, and then I'll try to open it up and
Tom's
put it on a
super
light
awesome
box
work.
because I do want to do this correctly, John. Really, this is
glorious.
I just want to say thank you. I feel like after not seeing you for a while, I mean, I saw you 7 days ago when we taped 7 days ago. But besides that, I haven't seen you for a while, and so it's very nice for you to give me this and show the comic book look love.
Oh,
Yeah, thanks for the huge project and hour spent. Yeah.
No, are you kidding me? No, I
No,
need
this
to do
is
this.
this is cool.
And I need to
A
buy
Tom Devine original Dark
Exactly.
Avengers cover.
And it's hard because I hate the Dark Avengers.
Exactly. That's what I say. It's like the ultimate irony. That's what it is.
But I will give it really good. I'll give like
I asked Tom about this a couple weeks
what
ago.
I'm
He was
thinking
like,
of
"What the
is
fuck?"
Norman's gonna have an
What
iron
is-
cock.
What
And he's
is
fucking
poetic
docking.
justice?
And then
You are
Dawkins is
forced to
biting the
design
shit out of
a title
Bullseye's balls.
Which you do not enjoy.
Bullseye is throwing a fucking dagger at Moonstone. And Moonstone is taking it right in her vag.
The dagger?
Yeah.
Oof.
That is gonna be the
It
cover.
sounds
That's some Gaddafi
ferocious.
shit.
It sounds ferocious. Tom's in charge. I'm
No,
staying out of it.
I will not do that. But isn't that a good idea?
I think you probably will. I
It's
don't
probably
know.
be the most graphic comic.
Yeah, I'll
book
be like, oof,
title.
Okay,
Picture you've
anyway,
never
the
seen.
Wolverine. So the
Yeah,
synopsis
sorry,
goes,
Yeah.
yeah, you know what? Some people say see it, some people say it's junk.
Yeah.
Skyler hasn't even watched it yet. He's fucking here.
But you know what's funny is when
I'll
he
let
does,
you know. You know
he'll-
what? I'll update you on.
you're
Twitter
gonna have so
someday.
much to say. I think about like the filming style.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that you're definitely gonna make a raid. You'll probably have your own fucking episode about that by itself because there's there is a lot going on, and I was thinking like Sky would probably be like, oh my god, or this is awesome, or this isn't so cool. So yeah.
I'll definitely be updating people as to what I feel about it after I see it, which I will.
And the
cheap seats.
Definitely.
Initial status on the Robin issue will be coming soon in the next episode of a comic book look.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's right. We're still waiting on votes.
Yep. So just look forward to that. We will be revealing if we're opening that poly bag or if we're not. And then I also want to have a bunch of ideas. First of all, Sergeant America is the only guy giving us ideas. Yeah. He's giving it on the IMJ website, which is InveterateMediaJunkies.com, which you should check out every day anyway. And then with that, check out our YouTube page, Comic Book Look, rhymeswithgeek.com. We got a comic book look at gmail.com. We have a comic book look Facebook page. We have a comic book look Twitter. Yeah. Everybody needs to check all those things out so you get the full comic book look experience.
And they're all different, which is so fucking funny. I was thinking about that too.
And so there's gonna be different conversations.
And I was gonna say, like, even though I've been doing a bunch of Twitter really recently, I like that nobody knows if it's me, Skyler, or John doing the Twitter. Yeah. So simple as that. We're tweeting out, and it could be me. Yeah. It could be Skyler. It could be John. It could also be like, we have a bunch of interns that work for us. It could be one of those guys. Exactly. I mean, fucking Sam, he's been just fucking, ruining everything. Right. Trying to jump on our Twitter constantly. Right. But, Sam the intern, he's, you can't say midget anymore. So, he's a dwarf. Yeah. And we hired him as Kitty.
A little person.
Let's say little. He's a little person. Drinking constantly, always trying to take over the Twitter account, and so little
he's always drinking those little bottles you get at the counter.
Yeah. And then me and Skyler just fall over laughing every time, and John keeps on saying, "Hey guys,
let's
give
respect the staff.
Yeah,
respect the staff."
Yeah. Well, and I really feel kind of objected too because people want us to take our pictures next to each other.
Because I'm tall and short, and Midget Sam is so small. And I don't mean to call him Midget Sam, but he's just Midget Sam the intern.
Little
and whatever, right? So I'm sorry, Midget Sam, but yeah, if you guys got it, it's a comic book look at gmail.com. Midget Sam the intern in the subject line. If you guys want to hit him up. Yeah. So anyway, but yes, thank you guys. This is our review on the Wolverine. I think we talked about it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Pretty well.
Yeah. We cut it up pretty good. And
can we at least get some screenshots of Hugh Jackman's chest as the song rolls?
Yeah, I mean, we'll try to get a good crotch shot.
Okay.
No, anyway, John, shut it down for us.
I will shut it down. You guys know the drill as always. We're popping claws. We're popping beer bottles.
Snicked.
Boom. Snicked on this. The great thirst is upon us, bitches. Galactus status. Here to Comic Book Look. You guys know the drill. Destroy your worlds. We're going to destroy the summer. We're rocking out with these book reviews. We love what we do. We love you guys. Definitely reach out to us. And as always, keep it comics for sure.
IMJ Nation, IMJ Nation, IMJ Nation, IMJ Nation, IMJ Nation. #1 comic book show for fun. We stole our business model from Image's Eric Stevenson. What I lack in rhymes, I make up with knowledge. Talking to me's, I go into comic book college. I was taught at Jean Grey School for higher learning. 4 years of the shit, I hit the streets earning. Now I'm burning demons next to Constantine. We're blazing like hell and I'm feeling inclined to call Zatanna up. Give her my mind. I say relax, fishnets. It's me, Devine.